Hello and welcome back. Today's topic is money mindset shifts for 2025. What millionaires are doing differently. I wrote a blog on this, so I'm going to read it for you. And you can go to my website, www.mygreenbalance.com, if you want to check out more. Okay, so in 2025, wealth is no longer just about hustle and hard work. It's about energy, clarity, emotional intelligence. The millionaires of today are not just building portfolios, they're building perspectives that keep them grounded, empowered, expansive. Money, after all, is not just math, it's a mindset. And the psychology of money is an even better thing to focus on because here we do talk a lot about psychology in health, healthy behaviors like diet. Financial management is one of these healthy behaviors. What many people sometimes don't understand is when a negative emotion shows up, sometimes it's a difficult challenge to label, is it a negative emotion of anger or sadness or shame or guilt or frustration or boredom. And we see this a lot with eating behavior cycles and how people manage their diet. And similarly, these sort of emotions show up in the psychology of money and money management. So whether you are just starting your financial healing or you are scaling new income goals, these are the core money mindset shifts happening for the new class of modern millionaires, multimillionaires, and how you can apply them now. So stick around if you want to hang out with me, listen to this, read, and take some notes. Plan your own financial journey or refine your goals. The thing about financial goals is that when will it ever not feel like, oh, is this enough? I need to do more. It's when your financial goals are truly aligned with your values and what's in your heart. And when you get your goals, you're able to be a lot more satisfied than trying to have a goal that someone else has or trying to follow someone else's financial journey. This is a very personal journey in wellness, including your own financial goals. Like, let's say, for example, you have a family to feed, you want your house, maybe you want a second house, some boats, some material objects, but you also like saving because you have to send your kids to school, universities, which could be very costly, especially if they're going to be international private students abroad. So you need to decide what do you want for your future in the next 5 to 10 years, and make sure that aligns with your personal core values so that by the time you reach that goal, you feel satisfied and not empty and unfulfilled. So number one, from scarcity to strategy. Millionaires don't fear spending, they plan for it. They know that money is a tool, not a trophy. In 2025, financial planning is creative, not restrictive. Shift to try, replace I can't afford that to how can I afford that or how can I create that. Money flows where attention goes. Strategy creates permission. Number two, from income only to asset minded. Today's wealthy don't just work for money, they build vehicles that earn them money while they sleep. Think digital products, royalties, IP, tokenized assets, stock exchanges, digital products like books, courses, etc. Stop asking how much can I earn and start asking what can I own or license to lease. We can use the example of the franchise model by McDonald's. That's a great Netflix show to learn how that all got started. Number three, from secrecy to financial intimacy. Old money whispers, new money educates. Modern millionaires talk about money openly, responsibly, and in community. So you want to share your financial goals with someone safe who's not going to use this against you or make you feel any sort of negative emotion for where you're at in your journey relative to where you are going and so forth. So the silence is what creates shame, but transparency builds momentum. And we love that word, momentum. So from local earning to global receiving. Why earn in one economy while the world is open? The wealthy are diversifying with global currencies, clients, communities, and even multiple income streams. Most entrepreneurs have about 8 income streams that when one project is taking off, they're all in, and maybe they have a lull and they move to another project and that one takes off. So then they have their assets flowing in from their savings and investments. And so there are multiple pots around creating income streams at the same time globally. And that's the beauty of technology today. Number 5, from grind to grace. Burnout is no longer a badge of honor. If you love the rat race, good for you. And if you want to stay in that world, good for you too. But for others, we don't praise the rat race. The wealthy of 2025 are investing in their nervous systems, not just their networks. Because people want to be healthy to enjoy their wealth instead of having to pay for medical by the time they reach there based on what it takes to even build wealth in the first place. Shift to try, replace busy with intentional. Design your schedule for recovery and clarity. A regulated mind makes better financial decisions. Haven't you seen the amount of emotional spending that happens? I've seen really interesting cycles of financial behaviors, and it's fascinating to watch the repetition of behaviors in emotional models. Number 6, from spending to self-investing. Millionaires don't flinch at investing into coaches that cost 5-6 figures, masterminds, events, conferences that cost, again, 5-6 figures yearly, because each time they invest into themselves, they are able to produce something into the marketplace that is of such high quality that they are able to get a large return on that investment based on the value add that they have provided through those investments into self, and it works through the compounding metric. Shifts that you can try include budgeting monthly for self-investment. Courses, books, education, classes, therapy, mentorship. It all compounds slowly and quietly over time. So your personal evolution unlocks your next income tier. A final word. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you are loving this content of a mix of wellness topics and tech. Money doesn't change people, it just makes them more of who they originally are. It reveals them. And in 2025, the most magnetic millionaires, even billionaires, are the ones who lead with values, vision, and emotional fluency. I'm reading a book now called Emotional Intelligence, and there are costs to being emotionally illiterate. And people may think because this is a very soft skill that it may not be a priority, but the reality is to have a fruitful family life and a successful business, emotional literacy is extremely important, and it is a priority for most organizations, in leadership development especially. You don't have to wait for a tax bracket to adopt these habits. You can start now, because we are all creatures of habit. What habits we stack eventually do compound. You can start now with your thoughts, your language, and your self-trust. Visit my website, mygreenbalance.com, for more tips, information, blogs, and you could even shop. Go and find a nice swimsuit, hoodie, and lots of fun stuff there. Because real abundance starts within you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sharing your time, space, and energy with me. And I hope you have the best day ever.